Good morning, Libra. Welcome to your December love and relationship reading. I hope everybody's doing well. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'd like to remind you that these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I'd also like for you to do some research into your moon sign and then check out another reading that correlates with your moon or rising sign and see if maybe the information in that reading pertains to you more. So I like to start off with my spreads for my singles and then I move into my couple spread. Also, I was having some problems with my microphone, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm not using one, but I do have a new microphone on the way. All right. So the first card in the spread represents you, where you're at right now. This is the Three of Wands. Right now, you are in a spot in your life where you've put a lot of planning. You're the type of person who's been working really hard, literally, putting all your ducks in a row, okay? And right now, you're seeing all of your planning and efforts come into place. This is the Seven of Cups. Now, this is what's crossing you. And what that means is this is the weather of this reading, okay, of where you're at right now in your life. And you have a lot of emotional decisions going on, okay? The next card is the Fool. Okay, this represents the foundation of this situation, okay? This is also Major Arcana. This is a very happy individual who is sometimes very naive, possibly, maybe, and this is closely tied to the recent past, okay, which is the Four of Pentacles. What this means to me is I think that you are in a relationship where this person was very selfish with you, okay? Sometimes smothering to a point, grasping at you because this person was constantly afraid of losing you. And at that point, it doesn't seem like you had much experience with relationships. So you have this kind of bitter taste within your mouth, okay? This was an experience that just didn't really sit well with you, okay? The next card is your aspirations, and this is the card of Judgment. What this means to me is that there's this battle within you between your logical self and your emotional self. You also have very high expectations of what exactly it is that you want in a relationship, okay? Which I think is a good thing. So the next card represents you in the near future, okay? This is the Ten of Swords. You're going to go through a hard time. I think you're going to have some grief. I believe that this Four of Pentacles is still in the picture, and you've been trying to get out of this situation. However, I don't think the ties have been crossed. I think that the emotional decisions that were present in the Seven of Cups were in regards to this individual. I think that you're going to make a decision to cut this individual out of your life. So with the Ten of Swords, I think it would be a really good time for you to take some time and lean on your friends and get their input as to how to approach this situation. I do feel like this individual is very present within this relationship or within this spread. The next card is the Knight of Swords, okay? So this is an action card. This is you taking action towards the situation and turning it into a positive. This could be challenging, but this is you addressing these challenges. So I think you're going to approach the situation head on. I think you're going to just really have all that you can take. And ultimately, you're going to sever ties with this individual so that more new opportunities can present themselves within your life. Okay? So you got some hardships, but you know what? I think you can do it. I think you're going to be just fine. So I'm going to move into my couple spread. Move this over so you guys can see it all. Okay. So the first card in the spread represents what you are bringing into this relationship. This is the Mother of Wands, okay? As you can see, it's a snake over a clutch of eggs, okay? Family is very important to this person. If you are already in a committed relationship with this person, possibly married, have a family living together, you're very committed to your family and to this relationship. However, with the Mother of Wands also comes some great trauma that you have overcome. And sometimes when we go through trauma, we carry that trauma with us and we bring them into other relationships. And even though possibly this trauma is unrelated to this relationship, we bring that trauma in and it becomes a part of this relationship. So that's something just to keep in mind. So the next card represents where you are now in regards to this other person. This is the Six of Wands. This is a happy card. A lot of times associated with this, it's overcoming obstacles with possibly like feeling like a sense of victory. So I think that what this means is you've overcome this trauma and you're also in a really good spot in your life and you have a high regard for this relationship, okay? And you're very present. The next card is the Temperance, and This represents what you want from this relationship. And the Temperance is major arcana. It's also a very strong sense of feminine energy as well as divine energy. And I always, in all my readings when this comes up, I always like to say something. I believe I read it in the Wild Unknown Tarot, and I always thought it was so beautiful that the Temperance is a very gentle creature, also very strong. And when they handle a situation, when he or she handles a situation, they do it in a form of a whisper, but they do it very directly and very hard hitting, okay? Very direct. So, and I think that has a lot to do with how you approach this relationship, with your sense of family, your nurturing sense, how you handle things. And so when you approach a situation, a problem, a lot of times people don't even realize what's happening because the way you do it is so gentle, but it's so strong at the same time, okay? So the next card represents what the other person is bringing into this relationship. This is a card of justice, okay? This is a very logical, this person is very logical with he or she's sense of thinking. The problem with the justice card and the logical thinking, and I've actually said this before in my other readings, so bear with me, okay? I think it's important that I say this when associated with the justice card. There is a war going on inside your partner with he or she's logical sense of mind and their emotional sense of mind. This person has a really hard time articulating his or her feelings, okay? And it's not because they don't feel or have these feelings, it's because they don't like sharing them, because it makes them come across as being weak. It's very important that this person has a strong sense, okay? And maintains this, excuse me, I have the hiccups, strong bravado, okay? The next card is the Eight of Wands. This card represents what your partner is getting out of this relationship. And I believe that this is strongly associated with the Justice card, the strong sense of self, okay? He or she, I want to say that this person is also very old-fashioned, okay? Where he or she really is taking on the burdens of life, and not in just regards to this relationship. He or she is literally carrying the weight of he or she's problems as well as yours on his or her back, okay? And I really think that that is connected to the strong side that's represented in the Justice card. So the next card represents what this person wants from you, and this is the Son of Pentacles. This person is committed to this relationship and wants to move forward and continuing to build a life with you. However, this person, and again, this is tied to the Justice card. This person has a strong sense of commitment, but this person is also very stubborn. And that stubbornness is a problem that he or she has within themselves as far as this ongoing war that he or she is dealing with this logical side and this emotional side and not wanting to be weak, okay? The next card represents how you see your partner, okay? This is the Star. Whenever I see this in a reading, I want you to look at it as help from the divine or even possibly some sort of Aquarian, okay? You see your partner as a guiding light, and it's a very positive card. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles. And this represents how your partner sees you. And at this point, you guys have built a life together. You've worked really hard for everything you guys have had. But this person is having a hard time, okay? And I think that it is a combination of trying to take on everything by themselves, okay, and not really leaning so much on you. And that really, it goes back again to this Justice card, you know, with this struggle that he or she is dealing with and wanting to carry these burdens on his or her back, in combination with this person also being very stubborn, okay? So it might be a really good time for you to sit down and have some communication as to how, you know, you guys are going to work as a partnership to address this problem. The next card is the Four of Swords, and this represents the outcome. What this means to me is introspection and reflection and preparing yourself for these burdens, okay? And also, this will allow you time to address them, but doing it with the energy of the temperance. So, I really want you to harness on this temperance energy with approaching this situation gently but effectively, which is something that you naturally have within you, okay? So, you're going to have some problems with this logical battle that's going on with your partner. However, I mean, if both of you guys are in accordance with each other, I don't see this being an issue. I see this as being something that you will have to address or it won't get resolved. But I don't see you guys going your separate ways. I see you guys working, continuing to stay with each other and working through things, okay? So a really good mineral for your partner to work with would be fluorite, and this is my my go-to stones for love readings are always rose quartz and fluorite. But fluorite is going to help balance these emotions. It will aid in decision making, and it will allow both of you to communicate with each other. It's going to open up that throat chakra and that heart chakra, okay? So I really want you to channel those energies. The next card, or the next card, excuse me, the next stone is rose quartz, and this is going to correlate with your heart chakra, okay? And it's just going to open you right up. And this has to do with giving love and receiving love, okay? It also helps with self-love, and I always think it's a good stone to work with when dealing with any issues regarding relationships, okay? If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. I hope you guys have a great month. All right, bye.